This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am proved. I want to start off by, of course, giving our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, Mashanakabad, Lahazaquan, Shargadarbaka, which is given the one to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule well, teach well. Kazak Shalom to everybody tuning in, listening, and learning. This is Shamar with the Cleveland GMS branch. Coming at you with another one. As you can see from the title of the lesson, that word Shamar in the Hebrew, which is a Hebrew word for watch. Shamar, watch. But we're going to get right into some more precepts, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? We were supposed to stand stand on our watch when and blow that trumpet, blow the horn. All right, this is it's like I was looking for something, but I can't find it. All right, this is the book of First Corinthians. No, it's like this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 42. It says, "What therefore? Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord cometh." Right, and we don't know exactly when the Lord is going to come back. You know what I'm saying? We can only speculate as far as prophecy goes. We was given the portion of you know what I'm saying, time prediction that we have through the prophecies that were given. Because when you go to the book of Second Ezra, right? Let's get that. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, and we're gonna read verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And you know, we're supposed to be watching for diligently watching for those signs, you know, because those signs are an indicator of what time we're in. You have to think of prophecy also as like a measuring stick. You know, we're using this measuring stick of prophecy to dictate exactly where we're at in time, and according to the prophecy that we see now, we're in the time of approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. As a matter of fact, we go. Let's go to that Matthew 24. Um, this is the book of Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse. Let's start at 7. Actually, let's start at I'll start at verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, uh, saying, "Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" Right? Uh, uh, right now he's going to tell some of the signs. Right? He's going to answer their question. When you go down to verse 7, let's start at verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." And there's actually, because when you go to verse 5, he also tells, because when you read verse 5, it says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many." And what do you see today? You got a lot of people coming up in that image of Yahweh or that image of, someone sitting as a God, you know. But we give all the praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, whatever we do that ought to be praised, so called. We give it to the Lord, you know. But yeah, you got a lot of people coming in the name of the Lord, mainly Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? Coming in that image of Caesar Borgia, right? And the Lord is not with that, but that was one of the signs. This is the answer that he had gave them at when they was asking what should be, you know what I'm saying? When shall these things be, and what's the sign of thy coming? That's the first answer that he gave, was that many had come in my name, saying that they anointed a Mashiach, meaning anointed for that word. Yeah, right. It says I am well, verbatim it says I am Christ. But we know that word doesn't really mean anything. The word Jesus Christ means earth pig. It says, "And shall deceive many." It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right, and the Lord got a thing for long suffering. So when He was telling them these things, some of them was probably thinking that He was still talking about the time period that they were in. But the only warning that He gave them pursuant to that time was 70 AD, when the Romans had ransacked the temple of Jerusalem. All right. But really he was referencing to now. We're here right now in Babylon the Great, and that's what he was really referencing to. You know what I'm saying? What he was saying, but everything is spoken in parable. Yahushua spoke a lot in parable because there's some things that he don't want people to understand. So when you go read verse 6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right. So the end, he was telling them that when all of these things come to pass, all of these signs that he just named, wars and rumors of wars, it's still not going to be the end. First, because you still got more prophecies that got to come to pass. Mainly, I'm referencing right now to Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 16, the MOTB. All right. Verse 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." So these are some of the indicators that should pinpoint exactly what time period that we're in right now. And we're in a time, once again, approaching Jacob's trouble. Let's keep reading. It says, "All these are the beginning of sorrows." Right, so that's the beginning of sorrows when you see famines and pestilences and earthquakes. All right, it says, "And earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you." Right. So after he was saying, after these famines and pestilences and all of these things taking place, it says that's the beginning of sorrows. Then it goes on to say, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted." Right, because the prophets, you want to have the prophets that'll be persecuted. You'll have the prophets that'll be persecuted. It says, "Deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another." Right, and it's going to be a lot of division. It's going to be all different types of division. When you go into the book of Second Ezra, again, the scriptures talk about that. I think that's chapter 16. If not, somebody can correct me in the comment or something. Lord allow it. But that's the scripture talk about. There shall be a invading of one another. Let's get that. This is book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be, says, for there shall be sedition among men, right? There's going to be multiple divisions, and it's going to be a bad time. Nobody's going to be able to trust anybody. It says, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So yeah, they're not going to be giving a fuck about what the governor has to say or this. That's where Esau is going to have to roll in them foreign troops, man. You know. But let's go back into a couple of precepts about watch. You know, standing on the watch, and after that we're gonna close out. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, and verse 1. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, which is the nation of Israel, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, right? Because ultimately the Lord is going to bring a sword upon the land. That's why this is everything belongs to the Lord. This is not even our watch. This is the Lord's watch. You know, this is not our watchtower. This is the Lord's watchtower. Everything is set up and ordained by the Lord. Even the wicked. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 17, and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Shah. Disappoint him. Disappoint who? Esau. What does Scripture say? When he is about to fill his belly, then when shall the Lord cast the fury of his wrath upon him? You know, when he say peace and safety, then cometh sudden destruction. You know, Esau's the one that's going to be disappointed because he got all his plans and his plan to rule the world or whatever it was, you know, you're going to call it. And, you know, the Lord is allowing him to do that. He's allowed him to do it since you know, he put us over in captivity. And now the Lord is about to take it all away. You know, just like he did every single other king that he allowed to rule on the earth. It says, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Right. So he was humbly asking the Lord to deliver, you know, because, you know, you got all Jacob's, the spirit that Jake is in nowadays is just, you know what I'm saying, that brawler, you know what I'm saying, proud spirit. But he was asking the Lord to deliver him from the wicked, and he also called the wicked the Lord's sword. So he also called the wicked his sword. So the wicked is the Lord's sword, according to this precept right here, Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So right, so the wicked is his sword. This is the book of Job, chapter 19, and verse 29. It says, "Be afraid It says, be ye, be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the sword. Whose wrath? Yahweh Shem Shai's wrath, ultimately. Because Jacob's trouble is a prophecy, which that prophecy is ordained by the Lord. All the scriptures talk about how the Lord is the beginning of time, speaking things beforehand, before they come to pass. So Jacob's trouble was already on the Lord's mind before it happened. And which it didn't happen. It's not. We about to go into the time of Jacob's trouble. It didn't happen yet. But we approaching that time. We in the beginning of sorrows, you know, because these things, the things that Yahweh Shai was talking about in Matthew chapter 24 through verse 6 through 3 on down. You know what I'm saying? Those signs are happening now. Wars and rumors of wars. But let's keep reading this. It says, "Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment." Right. So the judgments. Whose judgment is it? Is it Esau's judgment? We all know, you know what I'm saying, through the things that Esau has done throughout history, that his judgment is not wise. The Lord set Esau and other nations of the earth that's next to Esau as the what the scriptures call Esau the basis of men. And the Lord ain't give wisdom to the nation of Esau. He gave his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, the house of David. It says, "Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know that there is a judgment." Right. So then the judgment belongs to the Lord. All right. Now this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 2. It says, "Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchmen," right, which are the prophets, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, and the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his head. Right. So, you know, that blood is going to be off of our hands if we're actually standing on our watch and watching for these signs, which is before us, given, you know what I'm saying, from the Lord, in parables and words of prophecy. It says, "Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head." Verse 5. I'll go down to the point for the sake of time. Excuse me. For the sake of time. Verse 8. It says, "When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." Right. So yeah, if you ain't watching, you know what I'm saying, the blood of the next man's iniquity is on your hands because you didn't go and watch. Right. It says, verse 9, and we can close out. It says, "Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." Right. So you have to stand upon your watch, man. You have to stand upon your watch, and that's what's going to deliver our soul. I'm gonna get one more. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3. Because this one of the this is one of those signs that we're looking out for too, man. That Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. That's one of the main signs. That we have to look out for to let us know what time we're in, and letting us know what time we in also comes with tightening up. In areas that need improvement, and what I'm saying, just keeping our head on the swivel. What I'm saying, because we know that what time we're in, and it's a certain way we got to walk with that. And once again, warning that wicked man from his wicked way, so that his blood don't be on our hands. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right, so the Lord is going to keep us from the hour of temptation if we continue to watch. Keep the word of the Lord's patience, because that's part of the word of the Lord's patience at Ezekiel chapter 33. Dealing with the watchman. And like we started off, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1, I will stand upon my watch to see what he'll say unto me, to reprove me, right? Because we being reproved, to keep us our head on the swivel, because we at some serious times. There's going to be some serious times that we come into, and we can't just be thinking any type of way now, thinking that, that's not going to affect the way we walk, coming into the times that we're coming into. Right. But Lord's willing, that was edifying. Why else shall forgive me spiritual lesson? I'm going to close out by giving our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash, Shalom.